A woman is stabbed several times at a Virginia Beach home, and a man used to locking others up is now in trouble with the law.
A corrections officer faces big trouble and is now behind bars himself for the dangerous crime. Tonight, we're hearing from the people who witnessed a horrifying incident.
Even more disturbing, children were in the home when it happened. Now, 48-year-old Troy Simmons faces a list of charges, and he's suspended from his job at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is there now with what led up to his arrest. Andy?
Yeah, when we went out to this scene, everyone we spoke to had similar stories about what they saw and what they heard, and a lot of surprise that a man who has been working here for 14 years at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail, 14 years, law enforcement would find himself the suspect in what is being called a vicious attack.
Bless her heart, she was laying here and her feet were out towards this way.
Gary Brinkley will never forget Sunday morning involving corrections officer Troy Simmons. He remembers the blood-curdling, horrifying screams.
This guy is yelling, "I'm going to kill you." And he says it several times. And I don't know if he had already started stabbing her before I walked outside, but I saw at least 5 or 6 times.
That guy turns out to be Simmons, who Brinkley heard from a police radio, took off in a car after the attack, but was stopped away from the scene.
He was already gone. Apparently he had run away and got in a car with someone or himself and had driven away.
A neighbor who doesn't want to be identified.
So I woke up 2:30 or so in the morning, heard screaming, looked outside, and I saw the neighbor's kids just outside screaming. And then I just saw somebody run to the house that's over there and just hid behind the car.
The victim fell in the parking spot outside this neighbor's condo.
I stayed in the house, kind of looked down. The fire trucks and everybody showed up. From what I heard, that she had just been stabbed, but I really don't know her. I've seen her, but I don't really know her like that.
All the eyewitnesses we spoke to tell similar stories about what they saw and what they heard, and shocked by who was charged.
I was really surprised. A lot of trust goes into, our city officials and city workers, and, we trust the police and correctional officers to do the best job that they can, and it's really concerning that we have to even second guess their character.
Now, Troy Simmons remains in jail without bond. We wanted to do an on-camera interview with him. He declined. The victim is in fair condition in the hospital, and Simmons will be back in court in December, later on this month. He remains in jail without bond. Everyone extremely surprised about what happened for this 14-year veteran who works here at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. In Portsmouth, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And we'll keep tabs on this story, and you can find updates anytime on wavy.com.